Over the last 24 hours, there have been the announcements of 2 other trials that represent 2 additional platforms. One is the soluble protein platform in a study that came out of the UK using from the company Novavax. And the other one that we discussed this morning at a press conference at the NIH was the Janssen or Johnson & Johnson Adeno 26 trial that took place in the United States, in South Africa, and in Brazil. And the results really are very encouraging. Let me just very briefly outline for them for you, and then maybe make a couple of comments regarding nuances of the study. In the study that was just reported by Janssen, Johnson & Johnson, it was a trial using their Ad26, and the overall vaccine efficacy in the study was 66%, but for the United States, it was 72%. Now, the important issue, because the first thing people do is compare a 72% efficacy with the previously reported and other trials of 94 to 95%. That is true, but when one looks at the potential impact on a very important aspect of what we look at carefully, is namely severe disease, that overall in the United States, in South Africa, and in Brazil, the overall efficacy for severe disease was 85%. And in fact, in the study, including in the South African isolate, there were essentially no hospitalizations or deaths in the vaccine group, whereas in the placebo group, there were. So this really tells us that we have now a value-added additional vaccine candidate that will, of course, as happens with every candidate, will present the details of their data to the FDA. But I want to point out that this has important potential and real implications, both domestically and globally, because as many of you are aware of, this is a single shot vaccine in which you start to see efficacy anywhere from 7 to 10 days following the first and only shot. It is very, very good with regard to cold chain requirements, namely requiring only a refrigerator. It is inexpensive, and the company is capable of making doses in the numbers of billions.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take now for insight in an instant.